Hi, this is Jan Wooten. On behalf of the Eastside Institute, I'd like to introduce you to a wondrous colleague, Elizabeth Adams, from Ikeja, Nigeria. Lizzie is an albino rights activist, an educator, and founder of the Linking Circles Academy. As a youth leader with the Street Project Foundation, Lizzie got a taste of the power of performance in the lives of homeless street kids. She was encouraged by Street Project founder and Institute associate Rita Izenwa Okoro to keep growing as a leader. Lizzie joined the international class in 2021. She now serves as a schools advocate for the Lagos State Artvocacy Movement and visits schools across the region. I talked to Lizzie about her experiences in the international class and the impact of performance-based social therapeutics on her work.
My Zoom name says Diamond Lizzie because I was born with a uniqueness in Africa called albinism. And because of that, my parents thought I looked like a diamond. And that was where the name Diamond Lizzie came from. Fate, I believe, brought me down to the international class because I had joined the Street Project Foundation, and it was through the Street Project Foundation Mrs. Rita Izenwa told us about the international class, and I got to attend the international class. And since then, my outlook on activism has been more creative, has been more activity filled. I used to think I had to do this big thing to make that change, but joining the international class exposed me to everyday activities that we would look at before and call ordinary. It helped me see it in a different light. And going forward, I now see it as a developmental process. So it is more helpful for me. So at the international class, I learned how to create an activity out of just anything, out of just any feeling, even the feelings that people would label negative. We were able to create activities around our emotions. We were able to create activities around play and performance. And these were activities as simple as walking and talking with a stranger, sharing a book with someone you've never met before, reading a paragraph together as a group of diverse people. And all of these things, although many people would have thought they were little, I could feel the developmental impact that these had on me, the connection that I could build with fellow humans, because that human experience, being in a diverse group, was firstly, I came in with all of my cultural labels, especially as a Nigerian, we believe in greetings. So I had people who were classmates, and I had labeled them old. I have labeled myself younger. So there's that need to respect people. So I would address people with sir or ma, or be quiet when people who were professors, because I had classmates who were professors, I had classmates who were way older. So when they would talk, I would rather just stay quiet and listen and learn, because that's how we were raised in Africa. However, as the classes began to build and our group began to connect better, I realized that everybody's input mattered in a group. And that was one of the things that the international class exposed me to. Diversities and uniqueness were needed. Each person's diversity came together to make the group as a whole. And at the end of the day, we had a project or projects that were so powerful and were passing meaningful messages and impacting lives. Our group becoming a group just happened. It wasn't something we were put together and told, hey, you must become a group in the next 3 hours, else you get expelled, or things like that. So it just happened. Becoming a group came naturally to us as we learned and explored the different tools that we used in the international class. We had tool for results, we had developmental zones of proximal development, and all of these things came together to help build our team as a group. So the international class was, for me, philosophical demanding, because I was exposed to new theories, philosophies, ideas like Vygotsky's, like the Marxism theory, and quite a number of others. And I would add that the reason it was demanding for me was because I needed time to process these thoughts, and I had to think in a new way. So it exposed me to a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing, and that for me was demanding. So seeing and thinking in new ways for me was the beauty of holding better conversations. I wouldn't call it better because we weren't comparing, but I would say the beauty of knowing that an idea should complete thoughts. So I am not holding a conversation to air just my point of view, but I am holding a conversation to build with the other person. That was one. So my relationship with others greatly improved because I was more accommodating. And I saw a new way of seeing, because I used to see negative feelings as something bad. So we were taught as adults not to say that we needed help before now, not to say that we were stuck. But in the international class, I learned new ways of saying I need help, of saying I am stuck, I don't know the answer, of not knowing. We used to be people who, especially as an educator and as a model, we used to be people who were expected to know it all. But when I joined the international class, I learned the beauty of not knowing and the ability to admit that you do not know, but at the same time, you are still in a zone of proximal development where you would get to learn and develop. So the activity of not knowing together wasn't an activity to just be in a bracket, stupid. The activity of not knowing together was an activity of not having a predefined idea before approaching a subject. So that was the activity for me. It's for me and for my group as well. So it was a case of we are coming together in an open-minded way to see a situation and approach it with an open mind, where we see it as an opportunity to develop. When we were not knowing together as a group, a diversity came to play and helped us build. It helped every one of us put in our creative side. And at the end of the day, we were able to have more creative ideas. By the